Okay guys, first equation we're going to do is talk about quadratic equations. We're going to factor those with a leading coefficient of 1 or greater. You know, a quadratic equation is a squared plus kill that. It's going to be a x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. That's an equation because it has a what? Equal sign. Or a x squared plus bx plus c is an expression. Notice this is called standard form. With an equation, that means everything to the left equals 0, leading. Okay, then we're going to talk about the leading coefficient being positive. Can't be reduced, no fractions, and simplified. Okay, first thing I want to do is let's find us a real quick easy equation first. I'm going to start off a little complicated because I want people to understand. I'm going to switch over to the mouse. Bear with me for a second. I like this to be a little cleaner. The pen is hard to write with sometimes, but that's okay. Let's go back to text. Actually, let's go back to our pencil tool. Now we're going to say, let's start off with x squared equals minus 18 minus 9n. This is a quadratic equation because my highest power is what? 2. This is x is the variable. This is an n. They all should be the same. So let's go back and quickly erase this n and make that a what? An x. Cool. Now, this is quadratic. Who goes left? Everybody goes left. You cross the bridge, you change the sign, that 18 comes to plus 18 equals 0. If it was an expression or equation, you're going to treat it exactly the same. You know me. Do you love me? That is the question you want to ask. Is there any love right there? That means the leading coefficient is a 1. So you're excited. So you go zoom, 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 zoom equals 0. X. Every time the same thing. Ask yourself, do I see a negative sign? I do not see a negative sign. Everything is plus and a plus. Look at the last number. That's going to be your tree. Always start with 1 because you can count. 1, 18, 2, 9, 3, 6. This is where those multiplication cards, flashcards, can come handy because you can always do that. Equals 19, equals 11, equals 9. These are your middle numbers. So if you get that middle number back, you're cool. If you don't, it says it cannot be factored, but it can be solved using the BEAST quadratic formula. Another lesson, another day. Plus 6, I know I'm right because 3 plus 6 equals 9, cooking with grease. If this equal sign wasn't here, you have just factored this. But since we have an equal sign, get in the habit of setting both pieces equal to 0, you have two solutions. So x equals minus 3 and x equals minus 6. Wow, I like that. I'm going to save this so I don't have to do it again. Well, that's okay. I can play it back. No big deal. So now we're going to hit File. Let's open up a new one. Now we're going to look at one that has a negative sign. 3k squared plus 72 equals 33k. What kind of equation is this? Quadratic. Who goes left? Everybody goes left. Oops, my bad. Trying to change the color of that marker. I get to be a little darker. Get me a pencil and not a brush. Let's get this to be a little harder. Pressure and a little harder. See if that works. Not quite yet, but I'm getting there. There we go. So now I'm going to say 3k squared minus 33k plus 72 equals 0. Whenever you have a number in front, try to always factor it out. In this case, we got lucky. I'm excited. Somebody's going to say, where does the 33 come from? Well, 33 is 3 times what? 11, right? So we know that's 3 times 11 plus 72 divided by 33 is 24. Cool thing about this is now, if it's an equation, divide that number out. Bam, bam. Now I have k squared minus 11k plus 24 equals 0. Do you love me? I do, because my leading coefficient is 1. So that becomes k minus, what's the rule say? I saw a negative, put it there no matter where you see it. Then you ask yourself, what? This guy right here, you take that first sign and then you times it by the last sign and put it there. Come back over here, make your tree, right? Then you go 1, 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 2 times 2 is 4, so half of 12 is 6. Wow, what's that first sign? Negative, negative. What's the second sign? Negative, negative. Equals 0, equals 0, equals 0. I'm excited because I'm trying to, what the heck was that I just talked about? No, I got 0 from, seeing if you're paying attention. Oops. That should be what? That should be, let's try something here. Oh, cool. Flip the pen over and it erases. Wow, just had a learning moment. Let's go back to my marker. And that should be equals, 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 minus 11, minus 10, minus 14. Wow, I got that 11. I'm excited. That is 3 and 8. So now set those equal to 0. I know k is going to be what? 3, because the opposite, k equals what? 8. Done. Okay. Now let's get complicated. You love me should be no big deal. The ones that most people get confused with are the leading coefficient is not 1. Can you factor? No. Do you love me? No. So you have to do what? Bridge over troubled water. Break that number down. Do you see a negative sign anywhere? Yes. Put it there. What's this one? Times the last one minus. Right? That one times that one is a plus. What's 5 minus 1? 4. So I do get my sign. 5x squared minus 1x plus 4x minus 1. Okay. Erase this. This right here should be a what? That should be a 5. How do we know that? Because that should be a plus 5, right? Because those two things give him a what? 4x. Now you say your mama said what? Take 2 bites at a time. Cool. What are we going to pull out? An x. What am I left with? 5x minus 1. Always pull out a negative sign if you have one. We don't, so we're going to pull out a what? 1. If you don't have a number to pull out a 1. Why did we do that? Now we've got the twins. Kill them. Write what you got left. Felt guilty. Put a twin back. Equals 0. Equals 0. Number set each piece equal to 0. Set each piece equal to 0. X equals what? 1. 5x equals 1 divided by 5 divided by 5. Right? So x equals what? 1/5. Notice these are 2 possible solutions. That's a minus 1. 2 possible solutions. You got to check them because square roots make you nervous, and if x is on the bottom, you don't have either one, so you're in business. Cool. Let's see if we can find another one of these guys real quick. I'll pause the video for a second. Don't let things scare you like what's about to come up next. Let's look at something. You don't care how ugly it gets. Three v squared plus 6v. Notice, I always ask myself, what kind of equation is this? What kind of equation is this? This is quadratic because my highest degree is what? 2. Notice, I got v's now. We don't care. Does he stay or does he go? He stays. Actually, everybody's going to come over. Quadratic. That 3 became a what? A plus because it what? Crossed the bridge, right? Oh, I already moved it. My bad. Oops. What do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All pieces have come across the bridge. Check everything equals 0. Who talks to who? That gives me v squared. You owe me a v, you owe me 6 more v's, you owe me 7 v's, minus 12. I love this problem because you love me. Zoom, 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 v, v, minus sign because I see one, minus times a minus times my last is a plus. Get that 12, let's break it down. 1, 12, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4. This should be what? 2, 6, right? And that take care of that. Minus, minus, minus. Touch last. Minus, minus, minus. That gives me minus 13. That gives me minus 8. That gives me minus 7. Whoop, whoop. That's my 7. Put it back. You just factored it. Since it's equals 0, whoa, I should be a minus. Let me erase that a little bit so you can see it better. That should be a what? Minus. Therefore, when you set them equal to 0, you can almost get in the habit of just looking at them. I know he's going to be v equals 3. He's going to be v equals 4. Done. That should get you started with factoring. Now, even if you got a fraction on the bottom, let me do one of those real quick. Let me take a pause. I'm going to stop this video here and create another one. This is quadratic equations, leading coefficients of 1. You love me. Leading coefficients are greater than 1 or not equal to 1. You don't love me. Now, the next video, I'm going to show some equations with x's on the bottom and some different things like that. Thanks. See you in a little bit.